Today, it's the last day that I'm going to be wearing a mask at work. And I just cannot help but remember or reminisce what we went through during this pandemic. And myself, as a fashion designer, I remember waking up one day and being so worried and apprehended about everything that was going on. We couldn't find any mask anywhere. And then I was praying and God said, "You can make mask." And I've never made a mask before because it never existed before. I have made wedding dresses, I have made everything, but a mask have never made before. But anyway, I decided to start designing a mask and finding the materials and everything. It was a big challenge in that time because you couldn't find any elastic. Elastic was like gold in the whole entire American continent, I will say, because we had to order from China and everything, all shippings were backed up and they were so expensive because people will charge so much for shipping because it was so hard. Airplanes were not flying, everything was stopped, and we got the material from China. Fabric was hard to find. You had to line up in the stores to get fabric, and it was just a chaos for everything. And then I came out with this face mask, and I loved them. They were, I think, the best mask out there. And I started selling them, and people loved them. Some people loved them, some people hate them, some people label me as no having faith in the Lord because I'm Christian, and how will I be selling mass when I I should trust in the Lord? And my point of view was that we don't test the Lord. We don't test the Lord that way because we know He's powerful and mighty, but He also give us the wisdom and the skills and ability to overcome any situation that comes our way. So this was a way for us. He was giving us the knowledge and how to survive or overcome a situation. So I didn't take that as a to challenge the Lord that way. And then it's like saying now someone that has cancer, you shouldn't take your treatment because you're Christian and you believe in the Lord and the Lord should heal you. And then advise the person to not take the cancer treatment or whatever disease or sicknesses they're going through. I mean, that will be testing the Lord to the limit, and it's just not wise, no wise. So anyways, I kept going forward with my plan, creating masks and selling them, and it was a big challenge, but 3 years later, finally we have overcome all this horrible situation, and I'm just glad. I'm just glad eventually the borders were opened, and fabrics were more accessible, elastics were more accessible. Obviously the prices on the mask started coming down, treatment started becoming available, and thanks God now it's like a thing of the past, I will say. But yeah, today March 16 is the last day that I'm gonna be wearing a mask at work because the mask restriction is officially lifted. So it's just crazy to look back to everything that we went through. Thanks God it's over.